Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at TMD Motorhomes at Wythall, just south of Birmingham, and I am here to review this. This is the Adria Supersonic. Now, those of you that know will know that I love the Adria Supersonic. The Adria Sonic has always been my dream motorhome, and this would be in my top 3 if I happen to have £177,500, which unfortunately for me I don't, but you might. So Adria Supersonic, this is the top of the range motorhome. It's an integrated motorhome from the Slovenian manufacturer Adria. There are 5 layouts in the Supersonic range. 2 are on the twin or tag axle like we've got here, and those are the Supersonic 890 LL, this one, and the LC. The LL has the longitudinal bed and the LC has an island bed. So I'm going to be showing you the longitudinal today, but they're almost identical inside. Some differences just obviously on the rear layout on that bedroom. Right, what do we need to know about the Supersonic? Well, as I say, this one here at TMD Motorhomes is £177,500. This motorhome comes on the Mercedes cab and the Alco chassis. On the Mercedes, it has a 2.2 litre diesel engine, 180 horsepower, and the automatic transmission. This is a big motorhome. Size-wise, it's 8.9 metres in length, it's 3.2 metres in height, and it's 2.3 metres in width. Weight-wise, it's a heavy one. The Supersonic, the LL, this motorhome comes in with a gross vehicle weight of 5,500 kilos or 5.5 tonnes, so you will need the C1 on your licence. It does equally have a very good payload of 1,000 kilos minimum, so a huge payload. What we will do is we will make our way around the exterior so you can have a look with me and find out what we're going to get for our £177,500. So as I say, it's on the Mercedes with the Alco chassis. It is silver, it has the silver aluminium sides, and on the Adria, on the A-Class or integrated, we're getting these coach style wing mirrors. We've got the Adria badge up there above the windscreen. The windscreen is actually heated on this model. We have got the all-inclusive pack. We're getting the front grille with the nice Mercedes badge, and this one's also got the 16-inch alloy wheels. It has actually got the steel wheels in the garage, so I presume they come with it as well. We'll move down the near side. So as I say, we've got our alloy wheels. We've then got storage box, and we've got our electric hookup point here on the off side. This motorhome at TMD is coming with 2 leisure batteries as well, so you are getting 2 batteries for that price. Carrying down, we do get the door on the off side of the motorhome. We've then got a really good size wind out 2-lay canopy running most of the length of the motorhome. That's a manual wind out. There's an awning light, and we can see here the vents for the Dometic. We are getting a huge Dometic tower fridge and freezer. Again, we'll see that when we go in. We have got the electric step as well. Continuing down, we've got our toilet cassette point here, and then we've got the Adria badge again and the Supersonic 890 LL to tell you which model you're in. Up on the roof, you are getting on this one 2 solar panels and an air conditioning unit as well. Let's carry on and have a look in the garage. Now, Adria's always deliver on the garage, and because this has the longitudinal beds, we're getting a really good size and high garage. If I open this up, these boxes here, these are actually the steel wheels for the motorhome. So you've got 6 spare steel wheels. We've got our carpets. This is illuminated as well in here. We've got this easy to clean solid floor. There is a 12 volt, there's a plug socket, and down on the near side corner there is also an external shower as well, so you can wash your bikes or your pets off. So this is the garage. Now, because we've got a tag axle, twin axle, we've got a really good amount of weight we can put on the twin axles here, so your rear axle weight isn't something to worry about. So you could even put a scooter in here or your e-bikes or whatever you wanted to do. So that's the garage on the back end. Now we'll carry on and have a look at the rear of the Supersonic. So as we continue down, this is big and silver as well, so it's not white, it's silver all round. We have got a reversing camera, the Adria badge, and then coming down the Mercedes badge, Supersonic, and then these amazing LED tail lights. when Adria introduced these a few years ago across the range, I was really taken with these, and I love the back ends. On this model as well at TMD, we also have fitted a tow bar. Now this motorhome, you can tow up to 2,000 kilos or 2 tons, so you can tow with it as well. Let's venture down the near side. We've got another garage door, obviously we've seen in there, we've got another garage door. The name again, our alloys. Now this is our gas locker. In here you can have 2 11-kilo gas bottles. So I'll just show you in there, so 2 11-kilo bottles. And then you'll see we've got an Alder vent here. So on board we've got the Alder wet central heating and hot water. It also has underfloor heating and a heater exchange as well. We've got our water point. This is where you can use an electric pump as well if you want, but our water point, we've got a 150 litre freshwater tank, and there's a 150 litre wastewater tank as well. So you've got the same quantities there, and 150 litres, that's one of the largest onboard freshwater tanks across the motorhome ranges. So that is very good. And the wastewater has an electric dump as well. So it's not manual, you can dump it electrically. Then this is the diesel filler. This is where you're going to fill your diesel tank. And then we've got the door on the passenger side. So I'll just open this up. Now obviously in Europe it would be a left-hand drive motorhome. Here it's right-hand drive. So you are going to access the passenger side through this door. Obviously if you ordered a left-hand drive model, you would actually be accessing the driver's side. And then we've got obviously the windows here, got an electric window controller as well, and we can see in there just sort of the passenger experience when you are on the road. So that is the exterior of the Supersonic. As I say, a really good size integrated motorhome. Let's venture around next and we're going to dive inside and take a look to see what this top of the range Supersonic is going to deliver in there. Inside the Supersonic, now this is a 4-berth, 4-seat motorhome. So you've got 4 berths for sleeping and 4 travel seats when you are on the road. On the Mercedes, we've got the cab up here. Now this, we do get a multifunctional steering wheel. This is our infotainment system. It's a 10-inch screen. And then you've got that great big windscreen looking out. You can see there on the integrated or A-class. And we do get blinds as well around all these front windows. The seating, you can have a choice of the fabric and the leather. This is in the black leather. It is embossed here with the Adria logo, and because we've got the all-inclusive pack as well, we're also getting, as well as the heated windscreen, the heated front seats as well. So the lounge area, this is a good space. Above me there is an electric drop-down bed, but at the moment that's raised, so there's plenty of room here. There are light strips as well. We've got our 2 seats. The floor level is all one, so we're not stepping down from the cab, so we've got an all-in-one floor level with that heated floor. And then we have our lounge area. Now this is huge. Don't forget, this motorhome is 8.9 metres long, so you're going to get plenty in it. We've got this really nice wraparound L-shaped lounge here, and then over on the off side there's an additional bench as well here. So you've got your seating here, your 2 front seats, and then this lounge, very spacious lounge. The table, it does fold, as you can see here, so you can fold this over if you don't want it out as it is. It does move as well, so you can change the position of where you want. Now, as I say, we've got 2 berths up here in the electric drop-down bed. This is a good sized bed. It's 190 centimetres long and 150 centimetres wide, so it is a good double. On the walls, we've got this fabric finish on both sides around the window. We are getting fly screens on all the windows and these pleated blinds as well, so you can obviously pull those up for privacy or for shade, such as a day like today where it's actually 27 degrees Celsius. So if I look a little bit warm, it's because I'm absolutely roasting, but we're going to carry on nonetheless, so I do apologise. So this is our lounge area. Dotted around there's various little LED lights that you can see here. And one thing Adria's do is give you loads of light, and we've got light switches on either side here and dotted around the motorhome too. So that's our lounge area. We do have some lockers as well for storage. I'll just open those as I move down so we can see those as well. If I just come in here, there we go. So you can see the overhead locker space that we're going to be getting. They are quite high. If you are short, I'm reaching. If you are short, you are going to have a bit of a stretch, but that's because this is it's a high motorhome, so it's just so you're aware of that. Now, I've made my way through, obviously, the lounge, and we can see we've got these headrests in position here. We've got a nice armrest there as well, and this leather finish on the side. And then we come back. Now, I came in through the offside, through the habitation door. Within that door, we get a bin. There's a window that's tinted. And what's quite helpful for bringing yourself into the motorhome, we've got a bar here to hold on to. There's a bar on the door, and there's also this bar here as well. So as well as the electric step, you've got several bars to hold on to give you grip to climb in. We have got the fly screen in the door, and then there's the control panel. So we've got Adria Mac. We've got the Alder control panel as well. And this motorhome's also fitted with the air conditioning unit. So if your air conditioning is paired with the Alder control, you may well be able to control it on there. If not, it'd be remote control. But we'll see that unit as we head further back. Here is where you're going to put your television on this bracket. Your plug socket and aerial is here. Then we've got some light switches, the electric step button, and some USB chargers as well. Right, I will close this and then we'll make our way into the kitchen. So let's start on the top of the kitchen. So moving back, kitchen on the near side, we've got two overhead cupboards here. And then underneath we've got a switch for the extractor and the light, because there's a strip here. And then we have our plug sockets, so two plug sockets. On the Supersonic, you can have an optional coffee machine. So your coffee machine will go here, it straps in here. I believe it's an Nespresso type. And you can put your pods here. So that's what that's for there on the near side. I'll just close this down. Now, as we move back, after the fabric on the wall, we're then getting this metal finish. So this is complementing the exterior aluminium sides of the Supersonic. There's a lovely marble style finish here. This is solid, as you can hear. The sink comes first with the swivel tap in the black finish. There is a little splashback just here as well, in case you're worrying about splashing your furniture, so that's there. And then under here we are going to have our gas burners. So there's 3 gas burners underneath. And then moving down, now along here we have several pull-out drawers. This is going to have our cutlery tray in this one. So you are still getting some use under the sink. And then another one down there, and again more drawer space as well. There is a cover here for the sink as well, if you were wondering about that. You can cover your sink up as well. And carrying on, more drawer space and even more drawer space. I do like, I must say, in a motorhome, I do like kitchen space, because you find that's where you've got a lot of stuff to put away. So I do like to see a lot of storage. And we are also getting a nice amount of extra worktop space there. And then in here, there is a rack as well, so you can put items on your rack. And then we'll move across to the off side of the kitchen. I'll just give this a push. So we can push this here, and there's storage space there. And there's the control for the media centre just in this cupboard as well, just on that left-hand side of the cupboard. And then coming down, if you're wondering about an oven, there is a small oven here. I'll be honest, that's quite small, but generally a lot of people do like to cook outside, but there is a small oven. And then we've got this Dometic tower fridge and freezer. This is 177 litres. This is a huge tower fridge freezer. It works on gas and electric, so it is an absorption tower fridge and freezer, gas or electric. But yeah, 177 litres. Right, we'll move back, we'll carry on this way. Again, these are push mechanisms. Adria are well known for having a different type of mechanism on every cupboard that you'll come across. So these ones are push, and in this you can see this huge wardrobe space that you're going to get in the Supersonic. You can obviously put some shoes or boots and what have you down at the bottom. And then also, if I just push that one, there is more storage in there. If you were to have a television aerial, I believe that's where your television aerial would come through as well into the motorhome. So that's your storage space. And then we'll carry on. So as I move backwards, first of all, I'm going to point out something you definitely want on a day like today. It's the Truma Aventa air conditioning unit. You only get one on this motorhome from TMD. It's in the centre of the motorhome. You can change the direction of the blowers to have it more forward or rear or equally balanced. On some A-class motorhomes, I have seen 2 air conditioning units fitted because it is quite a big space to try and cool down. So that's something to think about. After the air conditioning, I'll just show you this. So we have here the door to the washroom. This will close on the LL version like this, and that is going to separate that front habitation from this rear habitation. Coming down, we have got a beautiful shower enclosure. I'll let you have a look in there. In fact, if I just move, let me see, if I just move that there and then pull, I'll go in as well. So we've got a clear screen, I believe that is glass. I'll step in and then you can see me in here for size. So in here we've got a huge amount of headroom, as you can probably see. This is a good size shower cubicle in terms of space around you. We've got this ledge here for putting shower gels. You can even perch on there if needs be. And then up here, what I really like is this shower rail. So 3 separate rails to hang your towels, your towel rail. There's a good size sunroof and hecky for fresh air and ventilation there. And then we've got the shower head and this backboard. What I'll do is, if you just make your way round this way, if you just come down there, I just want to show you this a bit closer, because this is the one thing on the Adria Supersonic I've been a bit confused about. When I first saw this at the NEC, I saw this plastic pipe. And at first I thought maybe the model on display wasn't actually finished properly, because normally I'd expect like the metal coating, but it hasn't got that. It's literally a grey plastic tube. And I'm not sure why they've left it finished like that. I mean, it might not bother you, but for me, when I've just spent £180,000, I'd like to see a little bit more than just a plastic tube. So when it comes to compromises, that's my compromise. And now just want to point that out. So I will let you go back that way and we'll go and have a look for back here. So there we have the shower. Apart from that very strange pipe, that is an excellent shower, and I like to shower on board. We'll continue back and we'll visit the bedroom space next. As we go past, I'll open this. So here we have a further wardrobe space. So we've got plenty of clothes storage in here, which is great, because I think if you're buying a Supersonic, you're probably going to spend some time in it. So we've got a good sized wardrobe there, and then you're getting some drawers. You can see there's a couple of drawers, ideal for plenty of clothes, say 2 drawers. And then I'll move up here and I'll just show you under here. So under the bed, there we go, if you can find your way into there. Under the bed, we've got another wardrobe and storage space under the near side bed. And then, we'll close this. You are getting on this side here, if I just press in there and pull that out, more drawer space. So plenty of storage. I'll just see whether these steps lift up as well. Let me just step back down and see whether they do lift up or not. Yeah, they do. So you've even got storage here as well, look, under these steps. So excellent. Right, I'll close that. I'll close that and I'll trundle up here and we'll talk about the bedroom. Now, although this is 4-berth, I think realistically the Supersonic LL and LC are going to be purchased by couples generally. So the bedroom space is quite important. Now, I say there is an island bed model, the LC. This is the LL. You are getting 2 longitudinal beds. They are both 200 centimetres long and they are both 80 centimetres wide. So pretty much anybody is going to be able to sleep comfortably back here, and they're both exactly the same size, as I say. If you want to use this as a double bed, you can. You pull a slat out and you get this additional cushion, which is going to fit in here. So if you want to use it as a huge bed, you can do that as well. The benefit of longitudinal is you get the higher garage. So if you're thinking about taking a moped or your bigger bikes, that's a benefit. So this is the bedroom space. We're getting that sort of carpeted effect on the back walls in here. On the offside corner, there is a plug socket and a television point, so you can watch television in bed if you wish. And then as we move round, there's various light switches in situ. There's the cupboards above the bed and some lights under here, these little LEDs and switches as well. One thing I always say with the longitudinal beds, as we discovered with our Adria, was if you are a bigger person and you have several pillows and you turn over in the night, just be careful of these cupboards, because Jules discovered he was a little bit big at times to go under there. Coming round onto the near side, again we've got this nice finish, we've got the blinds, and we're also getting here a little storage cupboard as well. So what we'll do next is we'll just go and have a look in the washroom as we go back. So what we'll do is we will have a swivel round and we'll go into that washroom. The bedroom, as well as this door being closed, you do get a partition screen here, so you can slide this across and it's going to give you privacy in the bedroom space, and there's a couple of little hooks here as well. The door, as you can see, Jules is in it. We've got this huge mirror as well, so a nice mirror there. And then we go into the offside washroom. So let's venture into here. So into here we go. Now this is quite interesting. I'll just step up here first of all. This is nice. I like this. If I give these a push, we have got a good size bathroom cabinet in there. You've then got, I'll close that up as I go, a further cabinet under there, so you can store things like your towels and bits and pieces. And then what they've done in the washroom area is they've used the same surface that we had in the kitchen, this marble effect. There's a good size sink with the swivel tap, a little soap dispenser, and we've also got the all-important toothbrush holder. Now what I like about the sink, there's no intrusion from a cupboard. You can get your head under there if you're wanting to use that sink properly, which I do. I love to use a sink properly in my motorhome, so no intrusion. And then under here, we have got more cupboard space. Now this is good. You've got your toilet roll holder, and then what you do is you actually feed your toilet roll through there, so you're not having to touch that and open it. And your toilet roll, you pull through that little space, so that's what that's for. We have got the Thetford swivel toilet, and that's why I was stood up here before. You actually stand up to sit on it. I'm not sure how practical that would be over a space of time. I don't know, but you know, I'm sure I'd manage. And then, let's see, this has got one of those other types of catches, as you can see under there. So plenty of space for toiletries, and I always like these bars. When you drive and you get somewhere, there's nothing worse than opening the cupboard and everything's moved and it just flies out. That's what that prevents. Got that in my own Adria and they work really well. And then we come round and there's another cupboard. Look, here we go. We've got cupboards everywhere. And the light switches as well. The Supersonic does have dimmable lights too as well, so the lighting's very nice. Then there's a couple of hooks and that sunroof there. So let me dive out there. I'll let you go back into the lounge area and I'll follow you through. So there we go. That is the Adria Supersonic 890LL. I have wanted to review one of these since they first came out. I saw one at the NEC in October, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to get anywhere near it, so I couldn't do a review. I really wanted to do this because this is on a par with if you were looking for, say, a Börsner Elegance or a large A-class Knaus or Heimer. This is where you're going to be sort of looking at your competition. Adria, what would I say about this one at 180? You've got the solar, you've got the air conditioning. As far as I know, this one hasn't got any self-levelling on it, and I'm not aware that it's got the air suspension on it. Otherwise, it is well equipped. There's things I personally would want to put on this, I think. Do I like it? Yes, I do. I very much like it. The compromise, I know it's a big heavy motorhome, that's what you're signing up for if you buy one of these, so that's not the compromise. That shower, the shower, I'm not understanding why they've put that there. It's not finishing that off, it's not complementing this beautiful motorhome, so that is the only compromise really. I like that you can put a really good sized telly in here if you want, and there's 177 litres of fridge and freezer. Yeah, I like it. So there we go. Excuse me, sorry. So that is the Adria Supersonic 890 LL, based on the Mercedes, here at TMD Motorhomes. Thank you to TMD Motorhomes who've let me to come and film a review of this model, which I've wanted to see for some time. It's certainly not been a disappointment, I'll say that. I'd happily head off on my travels now. So there we go. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.